Begin at the front of your mat in mountain pose. Take a moment to center yourself over the arches of your feet and relax your arms and lift up through the back of your neck and the top of your head. Take a smooth inhale in through your nose and a long exhale. As you breathe in, lift your chest, lift your arms, bend your knees, fold forward, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, take your hands to your shins, a halfway lift. And then exhale to bow, bring your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Press down firmly through your finger pads. As you inhale, come forward into plank pose. And as you exhale, bend your elbows and lower down to the ground. Untuck your toes, inhale, cobra pose. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. As you breathe in, float your right leg up, three-legged dog. And then step your right foot forward, bring it up to your right hand, lower your left knee to the mat. And as you inhale, lift your upper body, bring your arms up too. And take an exhale to settle nice and deep into the lunge. With one more inhale, lift through your chest and reach up. And exhale, lean forward, bring your hands down, let's step forward, come up to a halfway lift. And then exhale to bow in. Okay, rise up to stand, nice and slow, a full stretch. And mountain pose, exhale to bring your arms down. Okay, let's keep moving. Inhale, float your arms up. As you exhale, fold from your hips, bend your knees. You can come down to a deep fold. Inhale, a halfway lift. As you exhale, with your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. As you exhale, bend your elbows to lower. So this could be cobra again, or upward facing dog if you prefer. And downward facing dog as you breathe out. Now lift your left leg up as you inhale. Step your left foot forward, lower your right knee, a low lunge. Inhale, lift your upper body and arms. And then work with the lunge as you exhale. One more inhale to lift through your chest. And then exhale, bring your hands down. We'll step forward with an inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Okay, rise up to stand, slow to a full stretch. And then mountain pose as you breathe out. Okay, bring your hands to your hips. Shift your weight into your left foot and bend your right knee. Come into a thigh stretch, so bring your heel in towards the back of your hips, and then reach your left arm up. Press forward through your pubic bone, lift through your chest. Let's breathe a couple times. Now, put a bend in your left knee, slowly release your right foot to step back into a lunge. Bring both arms up overhead and take a moment to adjust your feet so you can settle your hips down. Now place a bend into your right knee, roll your tailbone down towards the ground, and as you inhale, lift up through the center of your chest. As you exhale, bend your elbows round your back, lean forward a little, just let your arms settle. Then inhale, come back up, sweep up. And exhale, a curl, a lean. Two more, inhaling. And exhale. Okay, one more time, and inhale. And an exhale. Okay, keep leaning forward, bring your hands down, also lower your right knee. Pull your left foot down your mat, extend your leg at hip height, and then move your right hand wider, your right toes wider to the right, and turn your body towards the left. Bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand, grab a hold of the top of your foot, and hug your heel in towards the back of your sitting bone. And then lift from your belly button back towards your spine, and that'll add a little more to the thigh stretch. Let's take one more breath, lengthening out the front of your hip. As you exhale, release, extend your leg, bring both hands down. Move your right toes behind your right knee, lift your lower belly up, three-legged dog. So bring your hips up and your left leg up and back. Inhale with your leg lifted. As you exhale, bring your thigh into your chest, rounding your spine. And then plank pose. As you inhale, step both feet back. Exhale, bend your elbows to lower. Untuck your toes, inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Now bring your feet just a little closer together. Float your left leg up to three-legged dog, but lift your left hip higher than your right one. And then bend your left knee. Try to press down through your right heel as you lift your outer left knee. Inhale with your knee lifted. As you exhale, bring your thigh to your chest, look forward, step forward, and spin your right heel flat. Come up to warrior two. So open your arms out wide. Settle your shoulders down with your arms open in a T shape. For the time being, stay upright. Your gaze can be sideways or your gaze can be forward over your left hand. Take a couple more breaths.
Let's go and see the stars, Milky Way, or even Mars, where it could just be us.
Slow breath in. And as you exhale, circle your hands down around your left foot. You step your right foot forward, come up to a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold in towards your legs. You come up to stand, up to a full stretch. And back to mountain pose, release your arms. Take your hands onto your hips, shift your weight into your right foot, bend your left knee for a thigh stretch, reach your left hand back towards the top of your foot. And then reach your right arm up. Press forward through your pubic bone, lift through the center of your chest. And again, we'll breathe a couple times this way. Now, a little bend into your right knee. Let go of your left foot. Start to step your left foot back into a lunge. When your toes land, feel free to wiggle out your feet and extend both arms up. And then bend your back knee and lengthen your tailbone down. Lift your pubic bone up. Inhale this way as you're upright. As you exhale, soften your elbows, round your spine, look down. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. Two more times. Inhale. And exhale. One more. And exhale. Okay, keep leaning forward, bring your hands down and your left knee down, and then pull your right foot back. Lengthen out your leg. Move your left hand wider to the left, same as your left foot, and then turn to the right. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand back, a thigh stretch, hug your heel in towards your hip. And then try to lift your lower belly towards your spine, and that'll open your hip flexors just a little bit more. Let's take another breath in. And when you breathe out, let go. Extend your right leg, bring both hands to the ground. Walk your hands ahead of your shoulders, curl your left toes, three-legged dog. So lift your right leg up and back. Stay with this as you breathe in. As you exhale, bend your right knee, bring your thigh into your chest, rounding your spine, and then inhale to plank pose. And exhale to lower. So as you've been doing, it could be cobra or up dog. And then downward facing dog. Okay, so step your feet a little bit closer, float your right leg up, lift your right hip higher than your left, and then place a bend in your right knee. Hug your left heel down and your right heel in towards the back of your hips. As you inhale, keep your right outer knee lifted. As you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Spin your left heel to the ground, warrior two. Open upright with your arms wide. Lunge your right knee over your heel. Your gaze can be sideways or forwards. Keep your breath deep. As we've been moving so much, your breath can stay big to help encompass the feelings. Exhale again, circle your hands down to the ground. Step your left foot forward, come up to a halfway lift. And as you exhale, bow back in. Now with your hands down, take a couple steps back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Now let's move over to our left leg again. As you breathe in, float your left leg up. And then step your left foot forward, up towards your left hand. Lower your right knee to the mat and walk your left foot just a little wider to the left. Turn your toes out wider to the left. And then take your right hand a little ahead of your shoulder. Open your chest towards the left, and your right foot can stay on the mat, or lift your right foot, that's your back foot, and reach your left hand back to grab hold of the top of your right foot. So this is a bit of a twist, a bit of a hip opener too. And you can stay on your right hand, or if you're comfortable coming down onto your forearm, then that could be the way you take the pose also. Whatever parts of your body are meeting the ground, try to push down to add a little more to the twist, add a little lift through the center of your chest. And then carefully let go of your right foot. Bring both hands down, so it can be to your inner left foot, no matter. Lift your right knee away from the mat, and then three-legged dog. Float your left leg up and back. Bring your left hip higher than your right. Bend your left knee, and you can stay with this or roll onto your outer right foot. And this takes you towards Wild Thing pose. Slowly bring your left toes down, lifting up through the center of your chest. Reach up or reach back. And if you're in Wild Thing pose, lower your hips, turn back over, downward facing dog. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. The other side, lift your right leg up and step your right foot forward. Lower your left knee, take your right foot just a little wider to the right, turn your toes open, and then move your left hand slightly ahead of your left shoulder. Give yourself some space as you lunge into your right thigh, turn your chest to the right, reach your right hand back, lift your left foot, grab a hold. So everything being an option. If the thigh stretch feels good, go ahead and grab a hold of your foot. Okay, so you can stay on your left palm. For some, it may feel okay to come down onto your forearm. Everything that's meeting the ground, press down actively. Roll your right shoulder back, either looking sideways or looking up. Okay. Gradually release your left foot. Bring both hands down. Again, that can be to the inside of your right foot. Three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up and back. Float your right hip higher. Bend your right knee. Then if you wish, come onto your outer left foot. That gives you a stable ledge to lower your right toes behind you. Wild Thing pose, lifting up through your chest. If you're in Wild Thing pose, lower your hips, turn over, downward facing dog. Okay, from down dog, take an inhale, lift your heels up higher. Exhale, bend your knees. We're going to sit, so your knees can come all the way down or hop your feet forward. That didn't go so well, did it? And that's okay. So let's lie down on our back. And this is a quick flow. And so I'm just going to take a moment to settle out. So as you come to lie on your back, you can come right into stillness. I also welcome you, of course. This is your practice, your time. But if there's any other postures that feel right in your body, this could be it. Time you wish. If you're lying on your back, if it's time to leave Shavasana, for you, roll over to your right side. Slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seated pose. And bring your palms together. Take a moment to offer within gratitude for your intention to practice and following through with it. Namaste.